I saw this story come across my Twitter feed. Mike Sirkonovich said, guys have body image problems, these young men. And so Joe Rogan's right. The Rock should come clean about steroid use. And this is my problem. First of all, number one, we need to stop encouraging youth to idolize, look up to, have a hero of any of these celebrities. Autry, Trump, Biden, Obama, The Rock. Right? The person you should look up to the most, and maybe this is part of the problem, is the SOB that is in your home, that was feeding you every day. You may be inspired by someone, right? But to look up to a person so much that you're willing to harm yourself by ingesting drugs or steroids or doing anything harmful to your body that's not in tune with what, or even your mind, is the absolute problem. So instead of, get this logic, so instead of us looking at society and saying, hey, we need to stop having a culture that encourages people to follow these celebrities, to follow these folks, to follow these individuals and do what they do, right? Instead of having this celebrity fawning, imitating, social media, dress like they dress type of culture, we say, oh no, you, Mr. Celebrity or Mrs. Celebrity, have a responsibility to your fans. You have No, you don't. No, you don't. Right? No, you do not. Well, what about the kids, Autry? What about the kids? That's the next thing you want to say to me. Well, what do you mean, what about the kids? The kids should be looking up to their parents. Their parents have a responsibility to the children, right? They have a responsibility. Hey, what's going on, little Johnny? Oh, you like The Rock? Why are you imitating The Rock? Right? And then you as an adult have a responsibility to yourself. You can't blame The Rock because some idiot 18-year-old or idiot 20-year-old wants to start shooting up steroids or killing themselves in the gym because we have lost the ability to think for our damn selves. This is why crazy news spreads like wildfire. It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on politically, right? Some crazy story spreads. Everybody believes it because we've lost the ability to think, to use our brain, to be able to say, okay, this was the information presented to me. Let me go out and look and see. Use some deductive powers. Use some detective powers. Be Sherlock Holmes about it and see if it's true. So because we all have begun to think like socialist creatures, and when I say socialist creatures, I mean the actual political socialism. Because we begin to think like that, what happens is when something bad happens in someone's life, when people are making poor decisions, we want to say, it's the video game. Hello? We want to say, it's The Rock. It's these girls looking on. Let me tell you something. Even with all the social media, with all the stuff, there has to be something said that if these young boys are harming themselves because they want to try to emulate The Rock DeWayne Johnson, it is not DeWayne Johnson's fault. It is not on his duty to come clean about anything. It is not. It is responsibility of the individual, of the parent, of the person, of the people in that local child sphere of an influence, if it's a child. But most of the time we're talking about adults here. It is responsibility of y'all, of us, to keep our minds straight. And to get to a place where you buy anything, do anything, follow anything, say anything, grasp onto anything that some celebrity or famous person says is absolutely horrid. It's absolutely disgusting. And this kind of stuff perpetuates it. We need to have a culture that says, no, you are responsible for the drugs you put in your body. Not the drug dealer, not the person that sold you. You are responsible for that. And no matter where we turn, we want to pass the buck. We want to provide an excuse. At some point, we as individuals have to take responsibility for our actions. And this applies in so much. We could talk about parents not feeding their kids when they go to school, and now the school's required to feed breakfast to kids or lunch or what. There's so much that this applies to. But in this case, if I was advising The Rock, I wouldn't say nothing. I would say, you are a grown man. Take responsibility for your freaking self.